Jersey number 7, Caleb Chris Alex. Jersey number 8, Malcolm Period Olivier. Number 9, Alexandre Camille. Jersey number 10, Coleman Puedi. Jersey number 11, Bijan Louis J. Jersey number 12, Z. Conde. Jersey number 13, Nelson Lamizana Jr. Jersey number 14,
We are live in Pretoria, the capital city of South Africa, for the FIBA U18 AfroBasket for another Group A encounter between two African heavyweights, Senegal and Côte d'Ivoire. I am Emmanuel Shino, joined today by none other than Mr. Flash Ngwenya.
Good to be here, Emmanuel. It's a blockbuster between the two top teams in the continent, Côte d'Ivoire and Senegal. Both teams are seeking their first win of the tournament. They both lost to Mali, and so Senegal lost to Mali 64-50 in their very first game, and Côte d'Ivoire lost to Cameroon by 5 points in their opening game. So this is going to be a humdinger for sure.
A very humbling game there, but I mean also Côte d'Ivoire gave everything they have, and they know that they've got more in the tank. Obviously it's the first game of this tournament and they still had a lot to do. Senegal's head coach here, Sir Denisio Adjivon, with a very stacked lineup where we have Sheikh Thiam, who was part of the Basketball Without Borders that took place a few weeks ago here in South Africa, and a player you're very familiar with, Yaka Diop, number 23, who you coached in the BAL with the Cape Town Tigers.
Yeah, we call him Yaya. We call him the Big Yaya Diop. Lovely kid, you know, calm. I think he's going to be something special one day. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting how this one shapes up.
And for Ivory Coast, we've got Coach Hoyo Ramos from Spain, and they've got a very good point guard there in number 14, Théo Chanet, who had a very thrilling first game, and we were tipped off here by Senegal. This is a very tough game for the two West African countries. A lot to play for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always very challenging to lose your first game, and then you have to come out and dust yourself up and look for the next game and try to get a W, especially against your West African opponent. You know, so it's always going to be, like I said, it's going to be a blockbuster. Very tight one. Both teams starting on a man-to-man, which is pleasing to see.
I mean, it's nothing less than what you expect from these two sides, because I mean they've got the legs, they've got the players, they've got the athleticism, and they're well coached as well as the experience. And we see that missed layup there, and it's going to be a tussle for every rebound here, because they know just how important this game is.
Yep.
For those that do not know, the finalists of this tournament will be representing Africa in the Under-19 FIBA World Cup next year in Switzerland.
So it's everything to play for, Shine.
Everything to play for.
And everyone wants to represent the continent in the biggest stage in the world. So I mean, it's quite evident right now that Côte d'Ivoire are looking to play through.
And there's that man, Sheikh Bamba Thiam, from the BWB camp here in South Africa a few weeks ago, and he's showing that he's not unfamiliar to this territory here of South Africa, with a runaway dunk there.
Yep. Like I said, I mean, it is quite clear that Côte d'Ivoire are going to play through the number 14 point guard.
And you mentioned the
star point guard, Théo Chanet.
And you mentioned that man, the Théo Chanet, and he takes the charge. I mean, there's nothing more selfless than putting your body on the line, especially on the defensive end, for a call that referees hardly ever call as a charge, because the advantage is often with the offensive player.
Absolutely. I mean, the referees will always tell you that they actually referee the offensive player, not necessarily the defensive player, more often than not. So it's quite pleasing to see. I do not know what is going on there. I mean, you know, great defense by Senegal. It's going to be one of those games, you know, where everything is lost on one on the defensive end. Both teams are very athletic. Both teams can play. They are well coached, as rightfully put it.
And that man, they're very comfortable. Sheikh Thiam, not afraid to take that jumper, created enough space, and right to the rim. And he's unable to convert that. Malcolm Laboué. And rebound there with Ivory Coast.
It's like a heavyweight bout.
And a lot of ISO basketball here from Ivory Coast. They haven't been able to get into their sets. It's just been 2 minutes of the game here, and both teams still seem to have some jitters.
Yep, they're still feeling each other. I mean, like I said, it's like a heavyweight bout. both the heavyweight boxers are trying to get a feel for each other, trying to see where they can actually explore flaws and all that kind of stuff. But I think you're right. Côte d'Ivoire is just really earlier on going on their ISO ball. It'll be good to see what they do as soon as they get into their sets and start running stuff, start moving the ball around and just see what they can do. So I think they have all the arsenals as well to be.
3 points are there. Good. The banks may be closed on Saturday, but that man is definitely making it rain here early in the game to give Ivory Coast a 1-point lead. And if you saw with that possession, they just try to make sure they blocked any pass getting through to that man, to the point guard, Theo Chanet. So leaving his teammates open.
Yeah, Theo is going to have to move without the basketball. That's the best way to actually evade defenses if they really face guiding you all the time, because they know that you're the danger man. Also, they know that your team, if you don't have the ball in your hands, they can't really play, sort of to speak. So he's going to have to move without the basketball. He's going to have to try and find his teammates or make his teammates open up for his teammates.
And Senegal playing some very well taken there, an acrobatic finish. But that man is speaking about Theo Chanet. He seems to have all the answers for this Senegalese team after a very slow start, and Senegal, they're sloppy with the ball and they pay for it on the other end with an and one there from that man.
Oh, that's a highlight play for Prime TV, no doubt.
And you can see his knees strapped, despite having taken a fall earlier on in the tournament in their first game when they narrowly lost to Cameroon. He's up and running as he converts that free throw for the traditional 3-point play. And the Ivorian fans love it here as they take a 4-point lead.
Yep, there you see Côte d'Ivoire on a full court press. It's literally a 2-2-1. We're trying to slow Senegal down or possibly pick up a steal.
And I mean, Ivory Coast, like you mentioned, they're getting into that 2-2-1 sort of press because they know Senegal has the heights inside. So they're trying to force the plays to happen further ahead as they break out for that. But despite the foul, that was a pretty impressive block by Sheikh Bamba Thiam.
Yeah, I mean, all it does, especially in a 2-2-1 press, you want to hurry the other team, just make them get into the offense quicker and disrupt what they do on offense, and then maybe you can have an advantage. Either pick up a steal or a bad pass, or just chew up the 24-second shot clock, force them into quick shots, that type of situation. I mean, it is literally what it is. More often than not, it works if you do execute it very well, especially if you really worked on it, during your camp or whatever it is that you did before you got here.
And it's working there for Senegal as they convert the 2 free throws too, behind that man Gomi Boydi.
Yep.
And they're clogging up the paint there. And Yusuf Kinda was just asleep there as the ball was tipped and there was a loose ball. He couldn't quite get his bearings right, and on that turn, in an attempt to protect the rim, he draws a foul against himself. Senegal with the first substitution there. Getting Tidiane Dalmeida, the point guard, to see if he can muster up some sort of creativity here, as they've not had another field goal made since the first basket when they opened the scoring here.
Number 34, El Hadji, made his first free throw. 100% of the line for El Hadji.
Both teams shooting pretty well on the free throw line, and like you said, this is a game that might be won on the free throw because of the pressure both teams play and just how athletic they both are.
Exactly. There you got Senegal as well going onto their full court press, almost forcing a turnover out of Côte d'Ivoire. So both teams are going to employ different type of defenses to try and get an advantage. And let's see what happens from here. But there it is, they pick up the turnover.
And you don't want to be sloppy with the ball as that man Thiam goes straight to the basket. He's got both their field goals made so far in this game, and as you said, we marked him as a star player, as he's proving us to be right here. He had a very good game in the first game, where he, despite the loss, he had 10 points and 5 rebounds against Mali.
Yeah, he's very solid. I mean, he's one of those guys that are easy on the eye. He can play the game of basketball.
He's got that refined athleticism, and he gets another offensive foul there. And that man, Theo Chanet, just getting every single... he's gotten both charges in his favor here in this game early in the first quarter.
Tough kid.
Oh, the referee reversed that into a blocking foul.
No, it's not a blocking foul.
No, it's still
it is a charge.
an offensive foul there.
Yeah, it is an offensive foul. He's a tough kid. I mean, anytime you give up your body, it says one thing. It says grit, says you're tough. I mean, he's doing it all.
And he drops that. Will the referee count that?
Yep, basket good.
Basket good and one. Man, he's just unguardable right now, and you want him to continue playing at this intensity, forcing the Senegalese coach here, Sir Dijon Adjivon, to make all the subs.
Yeah, he's putting him in foul trouble. I mean, he's a tough kid. Takes a charge on one end, goes finish an end one on the other end. Those are the kind of players that you love in a team because they're playing both ends of the floor. You really appreciate those type of players all day, every day.
And now with 5 minutes 41 seconds left of this first quarter, Senegal is already in foul trouble.
Yep,
so Ivory Coast knows to keep driving at them.
Absolutely. There's a trap coming.
And there's that man you mentioned, Diop. Kicks it out. 3 points are no good. And there's that rebound.
And that's exactly what the pressure wants you to do. They want to speed you up, taking quick shots so that they can be able to do.
And a bit careless there with the ball, Ivory Coast, giving Senegal an opportunity to run at them. Senegal with some full court defense, getting that wide open look as they blow past a defender. They blow past a defender, leaving the man in the corner wide open as the half steps up. It's just a matter of time until those shots start falling, and that will definitely change the complexion of this game.
Absolutely.
And Thiam does not hesitate, misses that. And that looked like a travel, but the referees call otherwise, and there's a foul on the floor. Ivory Coast are also preparing to make the first 2 substitutions of the game.
Yeah, but I mean that is just great running by Senegal. They got the rebound. The one kid just filled the lane hard and just leaked it and filled the lane hard. 2-on-1. They should have finished there, but just got the foul.
And Ivory Coast subbing their 2 forwards here to bring on Lamanza Jr. as well as Caleb Urigu. Senegal with the ball. It's just a 4-point game. Still a lot to play for.
Yeah.
And very little separating the 2 teams.
Yeah, Coach Ramos is saying a word or two to his center, Kinder.
And you can see, like you mentioned, Coach Ramos already getting Kinder and his other forwards, giving them specific instructions because he knows with a team like Senegal, a lot goes through their forwards and their centers. Wide open jump shot there, missed. And Senegal collects the rebound, put back, no good. And the substitution there, Lamanza Jr. gets the rebound. None other than Theo Chanet to bring the ball up. And he tries to split the defense, loses his footing.
Fouled by number 11.
And Malcolm Laboué there of Ivory Coast, in an attempt to get that ball off, he gets fouled. And he's going to have to step to the free throw line because they're in foul trouble anyways.
Yeah, I mean, right now I think Côte d'Ivoire, all they need to do is to make sure that, you know, they attack the hoop as hard as they can and try to draw fouls, because from here onwards, with 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go, they're shooting free throws all the way.
And Ivory Coast has made all but 1 free throw so far in this first quarter, and with 4 minutes left of this quarter, they could enjoy the majority of this, and that puts pressure on the Senegalese coach, Sir Adjivon, because then what do you do in a situation like this where Ivory Coast has a lot of game to play still, and beautiful putback there.
It's a 3-point swing right now.
Has a lot of basketball to play still, and they keep going at your starters.
Well, I mean, you gotta try and employ a zone. That's the best that you can do, trying to get out of foul trouble. You know, just go on a 2-3 zone or 3-2 zone.
You can see the table officials, they're trying to speak to the ref because they don't know if that was a basket or if the free throw was good, and the referee clears that it was a putback.
Yep.
So Ivory Coast extends their lead further even.
Another substitution, number 4 comes in.
And Sheikh Bité of Senegal makes that first free throw. And he makes a second free throw as well. Substitution there for Senegal as they give a break to Karasene, who had a very good game in the first game against Mali. Despite their loss, he also had 11 points. Beautiful find there by Ivory Coast. Tough and physical inside, but Lamizana Jr. scores that to... And you can see Senegal is afraid to play defense in the low block. They just stay in the paint. They just stand with their arms out because they know that they're already in foul trouble.
But that's a tough play by Nelson Lamizana Jr.
And look at the composure on this point guard, isn't he? He's such a luxury for any coach.
Oh, for sure.
He's able to find that cross-court pass.
Good look inside.
And turn around, but unable to convert that, is that man that came on not too long ago, Caleb Uhigu. As much as Senegal was fouling early in the game, now it seems as though Ivory Coast is the one committing all the fouls, as both teams are now in the penalty. With only 7 points separating them, and Senegal has an opportunity to score 2.
That's the coach's nightmare when a guy just reaches like that. You know, just rather keep your hands up, let him make a play with your hands up. You know, hoping for the best. But if you're just gonna lounge like that and put the guy on the free throw line, literally you're giving him two free free throws, unnecessary so.
And that man Theo Chene of Ivory Coast takes a breather as Lenny Nahunu steps in here to lead the charge as a point guard alongside his teammates there, Lobue. Second free throw also not good. Quite an athletic rebound there by Lamizana Jr. And there's that man Lobue. Floater no good. But he picks up his... Oh, he misses that rebound. And Senegal able to break free in transition here. But just as quickly as they do offensively break out in transition, so does Ivory Coast recover on defense.
That's an ill-advised shot or hook or whatever you want to call it, but you know, good take, good defense.
Beautiful adjustment there by Senegal.
I thought he should have kicked it to the corner to number 5. Lenny, he was wide open, but clearly he saw the gap and he wanted to take all the way inside, and he got his shot blocked.
Just that defensive adjustment there was pretty impressive. And you mentioned he should have kicked the ball out, but at the same time, the setting with this in a situation where Senegal is in foul trouble, so you want to take advantage of all of that and shy away. Beautiful crossover there, sends that man wanting, but then they miss that. He misses the shot. Ivory Coast able to recover on the rebound, and another cross-court pass. Ivory Coast unafraid. Oh, that looked like a travel, but the ref does not call it. And another block on the other end with 3 seconds left in the shot clock. That man there doing all the damage, as he is the Minister of Defense for that Senegalese rim, Kodem Bengue.
Yeah, he's really the anchor of their defense right in the middle. He's just changing every shot that Côte d'Ivoire is trying to attack them with.
And to think about the luxury that Coach Adjivon has on his bench, knowing very well that he's got a few other rim protectors. I'm being very modest by saying a few others. He's got many rim protectors sitting on that bench.
He's got them in abundance.
And there goes Lobue, gets subbed, and Chane gets back on, and he seems to be limping a bit with some discomfort in his right knee. Another beautiful block there by Senegal. Man, Sambe, they're playing good defense. pretty
it's
interesting.
overzealous. They just turn it over. But they're really protecting their rim very well. I mean, all the shot blockers are just lining up to beat anything that is coming their way. And as a defense at the top and a defender, you can guard your yard as hard as you can, knowing for a fact that you got protection behind you. That's just a luxury that any team would love to have. And once you have that, and you got two of them or more, it's even a blessing, because you can play as hard as you can on defense. As you can see, they're picking up all the way to the top, playing as hard as they can, because they know that they got the two big trees inside waiting for you all the time.
Terrible pass there, cross-court pass, as it is picked up by Senegal. And you can see the man is asking for a foul. The referee has Man and FIBA asking for a foul, but the referee has other plans, as he says that it was a trip there, but nothing malicious or deliberate. He got caught in his defender's leg there. And beautiful screen there, Mane and Senegal looking for that shot with Mane and FIBA. He misses that. Shane picks up the rebound and unable to really push the pace of this Ivorian team forward, as Senegal is very good in transition defense. Good pass, cross-court pass. An able three, not what you expect after that offensive effort and that selfless play. But Senegal breaks out and they get an open shot. They don't take that, and they just reset the ball with Mane and FIBA. Unable to find his big man with the entry pass inside. And that man, Almeida, with a floater, and he gets that to drop.
That's a good play.
Sidian Almeida with some razzle-dazzle here. And the floater. We're entering the last minute of this first quarter, and only 5 points separating the two teams. And Shane is going to step up to the free throw line as he gets fouled there.
Yeah, that's poor recognition by number one from Senegal,
Benoit Ndione.
Yep. I mean, right there, he knows his team is in foul trouble. Just stay in front of the guy. You know, force him to beat you. If he does beat you, you know you got the two shot blockers inside. But I mean, again, we're talking here about 17-year-old kids who, you know, are still learning the game. You know, and they got a long way to go in terms of their basketball career. I mean, just the understanding of certain things, it's just called basketball IQ. You know, they have room to improve, and that's why you have these coaches coaching these kids to try and better their knowledge of the game, but also their IQ, not only just their skills. You know, it just goes beyond all of that.
And that first free throw good there by Chanel, like you mentioned, as young as these guys may be, they certainly do not play their age. They play years above their age.
Absolutely.
For the future African champions, it's good to know. And he makes a second free throw. It's good for Africa to know that our future champions are already playing at such an elite level at a young age, with many years ahead of them to change the scope of basketball on the African continent.
Absolutely. I mean, the talent that is out here, both male and females, both boys and girls, it's amazing. I mean, you like to, sometimes you're thinking you're watching a senior. Oh, good take.
Athletic take there. I mean, he had his whole hand above the rim, Sambe, but decided to lay it in as a finger roll instead of just turning his hand and dunking that to give us a highlight.
Lanky kid, long arms, reminds me of Brendan Ingram. He's got that look and feel about him. You know, it's just as athletic as it ever gets, you know.
Senegal substituting Côte Mbenge and bringing on Yaya Diop. And the three-point play there completed. Very little separating these two teams. As the score sits at 17-13.
2-1. Senegal Côte d'Ivoire comfortably beat that. Oh, good take.
Very good take there. Selfless play, good ball movement, breaking down that full court press like you mentioned. And now Ivory Coast goes into a full court press. And they're compromised now because they've had defensive switches, but somehow managed to get it back. Mane and FIBA there with a beautiful take, unable to convert that as Ivory Coast comes off with the rebound. And they're going to try to keep the ball to take the last shot of the game here.
Yep.
Of the quarter, sorry.
General is just directing traffic. He's doing just that. Good kick.
Open jump shot, unable to convert that. And the rebound too, as that brings us to a close in this first quarter where Ivory Coast leads their West African counterparts 19-13 in what has been a very electrifying game here, exactly as we expected it in this Group A encounter.
Good first quarter by both teams. You know, there's nothing into it at the moment. Both teams are executing very well. Both teams are running the basketball very well. A couple of turnovers there and there. Clearly you can tell who are going to be the game changers as the game progresses. Both teams are employing man-to-man defense. They do go to their full court press. You know, their full court press defenses, which is generally the 2-2-1. That's what we normally see more often than not in the continent. You know,
as a coach who obviously coaches at this level and higher, what do you make of this game from an analyst perspective?
I think Côte d'Ivoire can slow the game down a little bit more. I think they have it in themselves to play within the half-court defense. You know, Senegal, Banjo athletes, they want to hurry you up, they want to get out and run, that kind of situation. And I think Côte d'Ivoire as well do have one or two very good guards in terms of bringing up the ball and setting up stuff, you know, and finding people on the wing that can able to shoot the ball. Look, I mean, for as far as Senegal is concerned, they have the length. They really want to be playing inside. You know, they really want to be pounding the ball inside and making sure that they get inside and they do damage inside. And they do want you to beat them, so that, especially on defense, they do want you to play you as hard as you can, as they can on defense. When you beat them, they got a couple of trees waiting for you inside to block your shot. So, you know, both teams got a little bit of something that is an edge over the other. It's who actually execute their game plan very well, and obviously the scouting report will come into it as well to see who scouted the other one better and able to employ whatever tactics that are out there to try and give them an edge.
We're about to kick off the second quarter here in Pretoria for the FIBA U18 AfroBasket. You can watch all the games live and also on demand on YouTube at the FIBA channel, and you can keep up to date with all the information, game schedules, scores, as well as pictures on FIBA.basketball. And make sure to follow us on X and Instagram on NextGenHoops. And when you interact with us, make sure to use our hashtags, which is our main hashtag is hashtag U18 AfroBasket, and our second hashtag is hashtag Africa's Future Champions. And it's going to be Senegal that kicks us off here in the second quarter after a very thrilling first quarter between the two African giants here.
Yeah, it's pretty much even Stevens. I mean, you know, if you look at the stats as well, you know, 13 total rebounds for Senegal, and then you got 14 total rebounds for Côte d'Ivoire. So it's even Stevens. I mean, if you look at the turnovers for Senegal, they only turned the ball over 7 times, and if you go down and check the Côte d'Ivoire turnovers, you're looking at about 5 turnovers, pretty much even Stevens. The shooting percentage are very interesting though. I mean, from the free throw line, Côte d'Ivoire shot 75%, the 6 of 8. You know, the 50% from the 3-point line, that's Côte d'Ivoire, the 2 of 4. Whereas on the other end, you got Senegal at 71% from the free throw line, and you look at the 3-point average, it's literally 0 for 5, and you know they're sitting at 0%. They haven't made a 3-pointer, which is really interesting. But that's not their game per se. That's
but
what
I'm
saying.
The stats obviously tell one story. However, if you saw the open looks that Senegal got in the beginning on the 3-point line, specifically in the corner, after beating that first man at the top, on the kick-out, they were good looks, and any coach would be happy with that. But
for sure.
For it to be 0 for 5, maybe not so much, but maybe that goes to how they play.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying to you. Senegal's whole play is to get the ball inside to their bigs. That's where they're really strong. I mean, number 23, Yaya Diop, is in the game now. You know, kid is 7 foot. You can tell he's towering over everybody.
7 foot and athletic.
So why don't you throw the ball to him inside? If you have the chance to throw the ball to anybody, it's gotta be him, and let him make plays. So I mean, the 2 is always better than the 3 if he's that close to the hoop and it's a high percentage shot and he can make it.
And I mean, he's had some experience obviously with his stints That's the man we're talking about there, Yaya Diop.
Yes, Diop. He NBA Academy kid with the Elevate team, NBA Academy Elevate team. He was with us as Cape Town Tigers, played for us because you only allowed one. Well, they give you one player from the NBA Academy. We got him.
And I mean, he's a semi-finalist at the BAL, so
for sure.
That's a pretty impressive contribution for a young man his age, knowing obviously how much more he still has to give.
Absolutely, very humble kid. You know, works hard, and I think the sky is the limit for him if he keeps the same attitude. You know, but he sleeps a lot. He was late a couple of times for our meetings, you know, films, and then a couple of meetings. Why are you late? Oh, coach, I was sleepy.
But I mean, also, to get that tall, you need a lot of rest.
Absolutely.
8 hours a night in the dark room. Yeah. But nevertheless, they're going to kick us off here. And it's Senegal starting off here. Good cut there. Very open layup straight to the rim for Benoit Dione of Senegal to get the proceedings started here in the second quarter, making it a 4-point game.
Good floater. That is his first 2 of the game. Good looking floater.
And very well executed there by Côte d'Ivoire. Unable to hit that shot is Tidiane Diomande. And Senegal just showing the towers they have there. And it's a beautiful turnaround. On the rebound, turnaround jump shot by none other than Ousseynou Sambe. And I mean, he's come off the bench. If you look at what Senegal has on the bench and on the court, they are spoiled for choice at almost every position here.
Pretty much. I mean, some of these kids, if not most, are from the SEAL Academy that is out there in Senegal as an academy.
And they speak about the Sambe kid, and then all of a sudden he gets that block that leads Senegal, that charges Senegal into the fast break. The ball still with Senegal there, with shot clock winding down to 3. And the jump shot is taken just before the shot clock expires. And Ivory Coast will bring the ball up. Good ball movement there by Senegal, staying in their defense. And Yaya Diop, just a towering presence, not just on the shot blocking side of things, but even there, putting his body on the line for his team. And just before this, he had a crucial interception on defense that again led to the Senegalese attack, but on the jump ball there, it's going to be Ivory Coast ball.
Look at the big fella go down on the floor.
A long way down, but I mean,
it's a long way down.
He still did it, gave his all for that. And
now Senegal are in a zone, a 3-2 zone.
Knowing all the size they have. And that's going to be Ivory Coast ball. Maybe a premature call there by the ref, as the ball hadn't gone out of bounds before Côte d'Ivoire touched it.
I think it's a good move by Senegal. You know, with your 7-foot kid out there, you can afford to play that kind of a zone because he's going to do just that.
That was beautiful footwork there. Maybe could have been called for a travel, but still able to get that pass, that shot up. Beautiful defense there by Ivory Coast, and the beautiful finish there by Manen Faba. Man, that man has brought all the moves here as Senegal goes back into their zone. I'm sure they'd love to settle into a man, but why change the winning formula? And a block there by Yaya Diop, but the referee calls that blocking foul actually. That's going to be his first, and it's going to take Ivory Coast to the free throw line, where the captain for Moum Lombi is going to be shooting the free throws.
You can see the Senegalese head coach, Seth Inosio Adijon, is really angry at his other forward, number 10.
And the first free throw no good.
Sambe, because he was supposed to rotate as the ball went to the corner on this side. Is the wing, is the opposite forward down bottom. Is supposed to rotate to the middle to prevent that pass precisely.
And I mean, in a game like this where the stakes are really high after both teams lost their opening games, you can't be okay with any mistakes.
Yep.
And there's going to be another free throw there because Senegal's man in FIBA violated and stepped in before the ball was released by that Ivorian man shooting the free throw, the captain, Fomun Lombi. And he misses this free throw as well after 3 attempts. And Yaya Diop will try to bring the ball up. Quickly finds his point guard and he gets it back in the low block. In a beautiful move, the turnaround jump shot, and he gets fouled. Very difficult to defend a shot like that when a 7-footer has that footwork.
And it's fading away from you.
Fading away from you, you have no choice. You won't be able to block that shot.
Absolutely true.
And I mean, if you can't block the shot, at least change the shot.
Yeah, keep your hand up. Keep your hand up.
But you also have that fear that a guy this tall will not exactly shoot that, but float it up. As Ivory Coast makes another substitution there.
It's always a good defense when a guy shoots the ball over you and you got your hand up.
Yep.
And a lot of players don't understand that. If he makes it, hey, good defense, great offense. Good defense, better offense, whichever way you want to look at it. But at least you were there. The coach is never going to shout at you because right now you're giving him 2 free throws. He made the first one. If he makes the second one, you go to foul.
And I mean, even with the first free throw he made, he's given Senegal their first lead of the game since the first basket that they scored by that man, Sheikh Bambatiam, the number 8, who's on the bench now.
Yeah, Senegal is yet to score.
And Ivory Coast needs a bit more creativity from their guards there, especially with this kind of defense that Senegal is playing. And they missed that. That was there for Senegal to take. And that man breaks out in transition, Lubwe. And wide open 3-point shot, not good. And Simba picks up that.
Still, it's been 6 minutes and 30-something seconds. Côte d'Ivoire still haven't scored since the last.
And Yaya Diop on that attempt steps out of bounds. That is just pure hustle, pure heart. And they spoke about that creativity that Ivory Coast needs. And they make the substitution as though.
Yep.
As though Coach Hoyer Ramos could hear us here. He brings on his starting point guard, Theo Chanet. And that man, and you can hear the fans cheering for him, shouting, Chanet, Chanet. Oh. And he brings that creativity. First thing he does is draw a foul. And you can see his coach telling him there that there was a wide open shooter in the corner to kick it out.
Yep. But he's the one guy that can make them play.
Yeah.
He gets Côte d'Ivoire to a place where they feel very comfortable when he's on the floor, dictating terms. He's got the basketball in his hands.
And very well taken there. Seemed that there was a foul there, and that's great show of sportsmanship actually.
First goal for Senegal. First goal for Côte d'Ivoire, and they take the lead. 2021, Côte d'Ivoire leads.
Took them almost 4 minutes to get a basket there, and Yaya Diop hesitates on that mid-range, but he hits the bottom of the net. That's all he finds on that mid-range jump shot, and you can see the full court press coming there from Senegal. But Ivory Coast easily able to beat that. Credit must go to Senegal for how they recovered after they'd been beaten on the press.
Oh, absolutely. Look at Big Yard Diop checking China out there.
Quick rotation there. And the turnover as Ivory Coast is doing what they call playing with your foot. And Samba goes all the way in, and he gets that basket to drop. Just an athletic forward there.
Very athletic Samba.
That drive was very Giannis-like, Giannis Antetokounmpo-like, where you can get just above the rim, drop it in with either hand. Wild 3-point attempt there, and it is an air ball. And it's now interesting to see if any coach is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Hoyer Ramos is very cagey with his timeouts. He doesn't call them willy-nilly. But
still a one-possession game here.
And you can respect that. Oh, we got you.
Good rotation there, defensive rotation by Ivory Coast. Yes, and that man just gets it to drop. Looked off balance, fully guarded, but he still got it to drop. And here is a foul call.
Big Yaya Diop is cooking.
And the foul is called against Senegal's Sheikh Biteye, number 11 there, for holding Theo Chanet.
Theo Chanet's got his hands on his knees. He looks gassed. And that's what's going to happen to him, because they're going to make sure that they put pressure on him to a point where they're trying to get him tired. Yeah, there's that full court man-to-man.
As you expected, but he looks calm and collected as he takes on all the players there. Finds the open man, but unable to get anything out of that possession, as he's going to be get the ball again. Everything goes through him.
Yep.
Everything goes through him.
And so it should, because he's the one guy that can really create. But I mean, if you look at him now, look at him. He's got his hands on his knees. He's bending down. He's gassed. I mean, they're hurting him all the time. They're throwing a man full court press, man to man.
He also seems to be in pain with that knee. It is pretty banged up from the first game against Cameroon.
Absolutely. And the fact that he's also a very tough kid, so he'll take charges, he'll sacrifice his body as well. He's not one-dimensional.
He misses his first 3-point attempt of the game.
Actually,
mid-range jump shot, no good. Strong rebound there by Ivory Coast captain, by Lubwe. And a dunk seemed to have hit the rim before going in, but an end one nonetheless by that man who said he's been causing a lot of problems for this Ivorian team. That man there, Sambe of Senegal.
They don't have an answer for him.
Very Giannis-like, everything he does, his ability to get to the rim and drop it, his ability to find that gap, sort of just weave through there and get to where he needs to be.
Yeah, he's actually outworking the Senegalese forward. I mean, the Côte d'Ivoire forwards at the moment, and that's a cause for concern for Coach
Ramos of Ivory Coast.
Yep.
And he's running well there as well. I mean, he's getting up and down the floor pretty quickly, because you can see him making some very important defensive plays there. And just as quickly as he makes them, he's back up here, dropping some baskets, and another end one there. Some much needed substitutions there for Ivory Coast and some of their players.
I think Kinde might have picked up a bit of a knock on his nose, and I think the medical staff is trying to take care of that, hence the substitution.
Vigu steps in. It's going to be a one shot only, because it is an and one, and he makes good on that. And Chanet there with a lot of pressure on him, but his court vision is just unparalleled to a lot of his age mates, as he's able to find that pass, court course pass. A wide open shot there, air ball. These are the kinds of shots that you want as a player. And there is that dunk in transition, none other than Sambe. He is keeping this arena electrified.
He's got Senegal on a 10-point lead. He is doing most of the damage. Yaya changing the shot. It is just not going well for Côte d'Ivoire at the moment. I think Coach Ramos got to take the timeout now, or at some point, to try and stop the bleeding. There it is right there.
Look
right in the middle of Smith Street. Or you say Pretoria Street here.
Pretoria Street. Right down Burnett Street here in Hatfield in Pretoria. And that man there, Usenu Sambe, now leads all scorers to 12 points, as he's also the first player to get into double digits here, leaving no stone unturned. Very early on here, he's got 5 rebounds and 12 points. And we're barely through the second quarter, as he gives Ivory Coast Senegal a much needed 10-point gap.
It's looking good for Senegal. I think that 2-3 defense really helped them out a lot, because it is difficult for Côte d'Ivoire to penetrate that defense, because you've got the trees waiting for you and they're covering out the spaces at the short corners, but also the corner 3 is not really falling for Côte d'Ivoire, so which helps Senegal a great deal. If the corner 3 is not working, even the 45-3, if it's not working for you and the team is playing zone and you can't penetrate and get inside because they got brilliant shot blockers, you're literally in trouble.
You are in trouble, and also we can see Senegal are getting multiple options. Let it be on a dunk, on a drive, a kick out. And as we said, in the first half, none of the threes had fallen, and none has fallen so far in this game too. But still, they remain resolute in their ability to find baskets. Let it be in transition, let it be that it's a step up, it's a set play. They just seem to have every answer, and that creativity that Senegal has is the same creativity that Ivory Coast is looking for right now, that they're unable to find. And Senegal will be starting us off here. And they go into a line press breaker. And Ivory Coast in sort of what it is, a full court man. And they've got that starter back on, Georges Boissy, the captain of Senegal. And he gets fouled by Ivory Coast Tidiane Diomande, and he's going to step up to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
The big difference is that there's no legitimate shot blocker on the Ivory Coast squad that will be able to alter those type of layups or those type of drives, and it's basically open season for Senegal. Once they turn the corner, they're going straight to the cup,
and it's forcing the guards now to foul because there's no confidence in the forwards or the centers to block.
Absolutely. Misses both.
And that man, so much creativity and making it very easy, sort of like jerks back every time there's contact, just alerting the referee that there's something happening there.
But you can tell Yaya Diop is having a conversation with his mate, and he's saying to him, hey, let him go, I got you.
Yes.
They don't need you for you to foul him that far out of the basket. Let him come through to us, and then we're able to help you out if he beats you. Which makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's what they've been employing this whole game so far, to say if the guards beat you, let him come through. You know, you got a 7-footer, you got an athletic power forward, and you know, like right here, right there.
Another block right there. Like you mentioned that he says, I've got your help.
Yep.
And that help is obviously rim protection, but also a few stats for him there as he continues to rack up his blocks.
Absolutely. But he's got the presence of mind to go and help you, because he knows you're able to block any shot, so you can play as tough as you can without fouling though. You know, when he beats you, Yaya's got you. And there's a couple of other mates who are trees in that
just the luxury to be able to play full and honest defense, not having to worry about what happens behind you.
Oh, absolutely.
Just keeps you focused and fully drawn on just your assignment.
Imagine the guys that played with the legendary late Dikembe Mutombo, you know.
You've got that shot blocker, that giants, that tree like you like to mention, waiting for you at the back.
So you're basically playing defense at the top. Seems to be a foul.
There's a foul there.
Oh, I think.
Oh, the shot clock. The referee is saying that there are 10 seconds. There should be 9 seconds on the shot clock. Not a lot of time left, and very well taken there, and he tries to dunk that, but who's there to protect the rim if not Diop? And another block again. Man, driving on the Senegalese team is pretty much impossible, and Samba's there to collect that, and then he drops that in. Pretty much a gift after that scramble there to get the rebound. And another unforced turnover here by Côte d'Ivoire. And it's Conde with the turnover. He's not happy with himself.
Surely somebody should say to Coach Hoyo Ramos, Coach, let's get a timeout, let's talk about it.
14 points for that man, Sambe, with 6 rebounds. And there's Diop, good footwork. Seems that there was a bit of a push there, but The referee thinks otherwise. And there's that man, Theo Chanet. And creates a bit of separation with his teammate. And he drops a 3.
He's really
as
laboring.
he goes into double digits for today as well, with 10 points to lead that Ivorian team. That's his only second attempt of the game from the 3-point line. And there's Diop, unable to find his teammates, cutting through there. And Chanet has the ball. He drops another 3, shoots another 3, doesn't make it, gets the ball back. And you can see Senegal there, very close on him. And a dunk there, what a dime. Let's first speak about that dime. Showtime, magic-like, through the legs. And his teammate there, Origo, able to finish it. That precision, he just drops it there. Very well taken. And Senegal's Karasene was not about to be put on a poster here to put up in Rembrandt. And the timeout there with a little over a minute to go, as the score is 33-26, a 7-point game here, where Senegal at first enjoyed a 12-point lead.
Yeah, I think the bigs for especially Yaya is tiring. He's getting tired, so they might need to look for a replacement. Get the other kid, number 9 from Senegal, Côte, to come in and sub for Yaya. As I say that, I see him putting on his warm-up top. There's got to be a substitution for him. I think it's tiring. I mean, made one terrible turnover, but you can tell that it's tiring. The energy that is put on and blocking shots and rebounding, you know, it's starting to weigh him down a little bit. So, but I mean, they got the luxury, Senegal, that is, to throw in anybody at that position and still contribute, or even take it slightly further than Yaya.
Yep. And they're making sure to take advantage of every weapon they have here at their disposal. And there are those Senegal coming back, and Diop is taking a break, and Benga is back on, and still not an easy person to get through, as he had a series of blocks early on in the first half. And there he is, Benga with the ball, and he gets blocked this time around. That's Ivory Coast's first block, but they turn the ball over again, and Tiam with a beautiful take there. Put back dunk, not good. And surprisingly, that's going to be Ivory Coast's ball.
Surprisingly so. I mean, Bango did miss the putback dunk, I mean the tip jam. But I thought from there, Côte d'Ivoire touched the ball.
And the fans are loving this man, Chanet, as they keep calling out his name. That is not something you want to do in this game, throw an alley-oop. Senegal has many bodies to catch any ball above the rim. And that was a foul. And Senegal, Ivory Coast will step up to shoot 2 free throws with that man, Condé.
Brought it back somehow, Senegal. Côte d'Ivoire.
And it's moments like these where the game is winding down in the first half. Both teams getting complacent that you want to make a run for it. And these free throws are very important. Absolutely. As they can come back and bite you in the end.
Absolutely. Misses both.
And he misses that too. And Tiam there, a beautiful 3-point shot there by Ivory Coast. By Senegal, miss. It is a jump ball that's going to be Ivory Coast ball. No. Yes, Ivory Coast ball. And you can see Coach Ramos telling his players which play to go into with the last 16 seconds of the game. Seems like it's going to be a horns of some sort, or a variation thereof. And the ball back with that man with 5-6 seconds to go, and it is a horns. And what is he going to do? Wide open to Loboué, who shoots a 3, and he makes that on the buzzer. What a way to end the first half.
Good pass by Theo.
just the patience he had
Yep.
to not panic with 5-6 seconds on the shot clock,
Yep.
knowing that the pressure is going to come and he can make a pass to his open teammates to relieve him of that pressure with that shot, and beautifully executed.
There was no panic at any point in time in that 16 seconds.
And we're going to this halftime break at the score is 33 to Senegal and 29 to Côte d'Ivoire. Catch all the action live and also in demand on YouTube on the FIBA channel. Follow us on X and Instagram on Next Gen Hoops, and make sure to interact with us using our hashtag U18 AfroBasket or our other hashtag Meet Africa's Future Champions. So hungry. And we are back here for the third quarter of this Group A encounter between Côte d'Ivoire and Senegal, where Senegal is enjoying a 33-29 lead. But the quarter ended with a buzzer beater three-pointer by Senegal's Loboué.
Yeah, I mean, it has been a very good 2 quarters. And so far, it's very tight. I mean, if you look at the total rebounds for Senegal, they picked up 27 rebounds and 26 rebounds Côte d'Ivoire has picked up. Turnovers, almost the same thing, almost even Stevens. It's one of those games that is going to be, it's not going to be a blowout game. It's going to be a very tight game. I mean, both these teams have taken care of the ball very well.
And that man, Theo Chanel of Ivory Coast, is going to need some much needed help in this game from his teammates as he leads us. He's the only one in double digits.
Oh, no question. I mean, Senegal has turned the ball over 9 times. Côte d'Ivoire has turned the ball over 10 times. That just goes to show you how tight the game is.
And the ball here in the baseline is Senegal. And Senegal continuing to show their dominance here. And the 3-points are no good. Rebound picked up there by Côte d'Ivoire, but they seemingly have no one to pass the ball to if it is not Chané or Loboué.
And I think the Senegalese coach is going to employ the same tactics where he puts pressure.
And wide open 3-pointer there. And he gets it to drop. That man there from Ivory Coast, the captain, Fomoum Lombi, to make
that's
it
a That's the first 3 of the game.
Second 3 of the game, because Chané dropped one also. In fact, the third 3-pointer of the game. And that's going to be Ivory Coast ball.
Yeah, you're correct.
And Côte d'Ivoire with the ball. No, none other than Chané, and he gets fouled by Thiam. And Thiam is looking shocked because he doesn't quite know what happened there. He thought it was just getting in his cylinder, but the referee has something else in mind. And you see
It's a 1-point ball game. 32 to Côte d'Ivoire, 23 to Senegal.
And like you mentioned at the start of this quarter, it's not going to be a game that is a blowout or anything like that. And Senegal finding some much needed life, better ball movement there.
Look at the trees out of Senegal, they're out there with their
trees,
hands out.
man, look at the closeout. Sometimes the closeout such as that one makes a shot even better. And Senegal out in transition, unable to get that. And Chané with the ball now as he brings that up. And the fans just keep saying Chané, Chané. Seems to be a fan favorite here.
Yeah.
And Loboué there, unable to go through. Chané has the ball and Thiam is on him. This is a very good matchup. And Chané kicks the ball out. And the 3-points are no good. Rebound picked up by Ivory Coast. And unable to convert that, Samba with the rebound. And could have been called for a blocking foul there. And Thiam with the ball, he misses that. Can Ivory Coast break out in transition? Unable to convert that. But Loboué lets the ball run, and it's going to remain Ivory Coast ball with 15 seconds on the shot clock.
The pace is just it is just going up and down, high speed. Both teams don't give an inch. It's just a frenetic pace.
And like it's a game of inches, so there's no inch to give you. It's a 1-point game with 2 teams that really need the win. And shot no good, and he steps out of bounds. That man Mbenge steps out of bounds on that rebound.
Silly mistake from the young man.
He's not very happy with himself because he knows he's capable of better, staying within the confines of the 4 lines. And the ball is with Loboué. And that was a premeditated move. Didn't see what the defense had given him, and that man Sambe
There's that man right there.
gets blocked right out of there. And Ivory Coast captain for Mumlombi flexing to his teammates there after that defensive effort to block the man that's been causing much terror to this team, this game, Sambe.
Taste of his own medicine, Sambe. He's been doing that to the Côte d'Ivoire boys. Oh,
good footwork there, good patience by that man Bengue. And Shane pushes the ball up the floor here. And nothing goes through unless it is through that man, Shane. And he steps up for three. And he falls, he hits the deck. And very well taken there by Bengue. He seems to have found some second wind as he continues to score.
You do not want to get into a running match with Senegal, that's for sure.
As they can run.
Oh, absolutely. They are athletes.
Good fake there. Floater, and he gets it to drop. Still a one possession game here, scored 37-34 in favor of Senegal. This is the energy that both coaches will be talking about to start off any quarter. And Tiam, the man who was at Basketball Without Borders just a few weeks ago here.
Ooh.
Yeah, very well taken there. And is unable to convert that. And Lobue gets the ball after almost losing that. And Shane is going to pick it up as he calls the play. That is the floor general this team needs. And
you can't hurry him.
He's got some good pieces and teammates around him. And is able to find the open play there.
Yeah, shoot the first one. I mean, the man drew people. He found you. You know, shoot the first one.
He's not very happy with himself there, Boedi.
Yeah, I mean, it was wide open. Shoot it.
That would have been quite the putback dunk there. And that man, Shane, pushes the ball up the floor. Turn around, stop, and unable to drop that. Ivory Coast to the rebound, and he gets that to drop. Kinder. It's back to 1 point game here. Ivory Coast just not letting up. And there are some substitutions there. I don't know if the camera's showing it, but few Ivorian players on their knees, with their hands on their knees after a couple of knocks there. Shane being one of them as he goes off, and so does Kinder after dropping that basket. He's going to get some much needed medical attention. That's going to be Ivory Coast ball as Senegal turned that ball over. It was an unforced error. Let's see what this Ivorian team can do. Oh, beautifully taken there by their captain. And he messes that and almost a putback dunk there. And it'll be Senegal's ball. As that man Benga has been a towering presence for them in the paint. And the Ivorian coach calls for a review there. And they're going to go to the technical booth to see what that is.
I think it's a challenge. They're going to go for a review just to make sure whatever happens gets to be called.
And the good thing about this is it gives the players a breather and the coach also time to strategize with his players.
But if you're the Côte d'Ivoire coach, you don't really need this breather because the team is in a rhythm right now. You know, they're playing well. You know, they're getting to where they need to get to. So you really need to keep on going. I think that might hurt Côte d'Ivoire more than Senegal.
And it is Coach Hoyo Ramos of Côte d'Ivoire who asked for this review because he believes that the ball came off Senegal and it should be his ball. In a game this close, every call counts.
Absolutely.
after the review, the decision still remains that it is Senegal's ball.
So Côte d'Ivoire just lost the review.
And Senegal will be pushing the ball. There's some good defensive pressure there by Loboe. Senegal able to weave through, but no, the ball is turned over and Côte d'Ivoire unable to maintain that possession, which should have led to a fast break and potentially see them take the lead.
Yep.
And Senegal with the ball. Cross-court pass, 3-point attempt, no good. And it is Senegal again there to collect the rebound, but he is swamped by defenders. Somehow manages to get the ball out, but that pass is no good.
There was a rush of blood there through his head. That pass was wide open. Anytime he could have even taken one dribble.
But I
made a
mean,
good pass.
In situations like these ones, tempers are high, you know. Finding that composure is not always there, especially after you've done something good. And you just want to rush to the next thing.
Absolutely. Again, I mean, you're talking about 17-year-old kids here. They live to learn.
Good footwork there. And the putback dunk by Caleb Urigu, who gave us another dunk early on in the second quarter. And he puts that one back to give Ivory Coast the lead.
That's a big sport. That's a big boys play right there.
And Senegal will be upset that they didn't box out to protect their paint.
Good look.
And very well executed there. Good footwork by a good ball movement by Senegal. As Ivory Coast gets the ball, but the foul is called against Côte d'Ivoire. And they're not too pleased with that call, but Coach Ramos is not too pleased with that call. But not much he can do there. And you can see him motioning to the second referee there. And Sambe gets the ball. The man who's caused much terror to this team. And good footwork there. Good footwork is called for a travel. Despite that patience in the paint.
Good call. That's a good call by a referee. It was a travel. Took one too many steps.
And Ivory Coast maintaining this lead despite Shanae not being on the court.
Back and forth we go against these two African giants.
Ball fake there.
As we said on top of the production, to say this is going to be a blockbuster game. Hamdinga and choice change.
Just the blocks from Senegal, their ability to get out and block the ball. And now the fast break there by Senegal. But all of this offense is powered by that defensive presence they have. A very hard block there, just disrupting the flow of the game for this Ivorian team.
Absolutely. The Senegalese defense, especially their interior defense, it is quite something.
And that is a luxury when you have players of this size, and there seems to be an injury there.
It's just a knee collision there between number 9.
Senegal's Kode Benge.
He got a knockdown the knee. Babni with number 11.
He's got some medical attention there, and we hope nothing too serious there for this young man, as he's had a phenomenal tournament so far. Great weekend in Pretoria for him. For those of you that want to keep in touch with all the news, the games, the pictures, and everything in between, make sure to stay updated on FIBA.basketball and to watch any games live or in demand on YouTube on the FIBA channel. Make sure to follow us on X and Instagram at NextGenHoops and stay in contact with us. And as you engage with us with our hashtag using hashtag U18 AfroBasket. The substitution then, it's good to see that the young man, Kodembenge, is walking and nothing too serious as a substitution is forced there. But they still bring Yaya Diop.
There's no break for Côte d'Ivoire here.
That is the beauty of having a squad such as this one.
Absolutely.
And Senegal has gone back to Lenny Nahunu to assist Lobue there at the guard position, and Lobue finds Lenny, and he gets blocked. What is this Samba? What is Samba not doing for this Ivorian team? Interceptions everywhere, dunks, assists, rebounds, just everything.
He's an athlete.
He's doing all the tangibles and intangibles.
Absolutely.
His stat sheet may be filled, but a lot of what he's done will not reflect on that stat sheet, but it is...
He's a coach's dream.
Exactly. He's done everything to make sure Senegal is in a position to be successful. But it loses the ball there. But Senegal just so quick on defensive transition. And good take there. And Diop catches that rebound with both hands above the rim.
Oh, there's your
and
guy.
Another block there. Both teams putting on a defensive masterclass here.
It's a blockbuster. If you're not watching this game, I don't know what you're doing.
And
unless you're watching the box.
This is exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, this is box office, baby.
These are the future champions of Africa. And another putback there. Very easy by Origo. I thought he was going to dazzle us with another putback dunk there, but 2 easy points will do it. And Ivory Coast has taken the lead again.
Yeah, the league
Many league changes here.
We're gonna have plenty of league changes here.
And Ivory Coast stays in his own defense. As Diop gets that ball, but is he going to be doubled? No. Wide open jump shot there, 3. No good. Who's there to get the rebound? Samba. And he just puts that back. He makes it look so easy.
That man again.
Up to 9 rebounds and 18 points in this game.
Also new Samba. Remember that name. Bright future ahead of him.
But Origo has all the answers as he gives the lead back to Ivory Coast.
He's fighting for sure. He's definitely fighting for Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire.
And Samba scores that again. Seems like both men keep going at it. Origo also in double digits now. But both men keep going at each other, Origo and Samba. Oh. And he reaches for that one. And beautiful cross-court pass for Lobue, who drops a 3. Man, you just can't seem to get enough. You blink and you miss an action in this game.
Back and
both
forth.
teams.
Côte d'Ivoire lead by 2 now.
And another steal there by Côte d'Ivoire. Timely defense there as Lobue has full pressure on him there. And Côte d'Ivoire has managed to do well while giving Chanet the rest. And the mid-range jump shot there, no good. Ivory Coast wanted to close the serve the way they did the second quarter. And it's going to the break. Ivory Coast enjoying a 2-point lead at 45-43 after some much-needed power there by that man Caleb Origo with a putback dunk and a few other cleanups there. From now on, we'll call him Origo, codenamed the cleaner.
Yep. That is going to be the final quarter. We're going to the 4th quarter now. Côte d'Ivoire are leading by 2. It's going to be a very interesting final quarter, this one here.
It is a game that both teams would want to win as they lost their opening games. And much basketball, there's a lot of basketball left to be played here. The fans are loving every second of this. And so are we here, and we hope you are too while you're watching this game on the FIBA channel on YouTube.
Absolutely. I mean, we've been treated to a very beautiful spectacle between Côte d'Ivoire and Senegal. It was always going to be tight. It was always going to be physical. It lived up to the expectations so far.
But I mean, despite the physicality and the pace of this game, there's also so much finesse and skills involved here. The footwork has been amazing. and just the timely blocks from both sides. Ivory Coast, who had no blocks, only had one block by the half, managed to get two very crucial blocks here in the third quarter. And we're going to be starting the fourth quarter. Score 45 to Côte d'Ivoire and 43 to Senegal. It's going to be Côte d'Ivoire who's going to start us up. And none other than that man, Loboué. And Côte d'Ivoire still with a lot of answers where we thought they had none when they had gone very quiet for a stint there in the game. Bit of sloppy play there. Loboué finds himself wide open in the mid-range and he misses that, but the rebound collected by Kunde and he misses that too.
Guess who gets the block? Samba gets the block.
He's been everywhere. And that man Yaya Diop with a hustle play. And one there by Samba to tie the game. It looked like he was about to rise up and meet him at the rim with a dunk. Look at that length. A 7 foot putting his body on the line, jumping, diving, and somehow managing to find that assist.
He's fighting for his country, man. He's fighting for his country. That's all you can ask for from a young man, just to fight.
And Samba is going to have an opportunity here to give the lead to Senegal, and he's done just that. He's been very clinical here, that man Samba, on the free throw line. As he's now 3 for 3 this game so far.
Senegal, change of defense.
23 points for him so far tonight with 9 rebounds. And foul there.
Yep, foul by big Yaya Diop, number 23 from Senegal. He's a shot blocker, so he's tempted to always block a shot.
But this time around, it seems a foul was called against Senegal's number 2, Tidiane Almeida.
Oh.
And the Ivorian captain misses that free throw.
Those are going to be crucial, especially in a tight, in a very tight contested game like this.
Every mistake counts, and it can come back to bite you in the end. He misses the second free throw, and he's had a very terrible day today, shooting on the free throw as he's 0 for 4. And that
inside to the big fella, kicks it out.
And 3 points are no good, but who's there to catch every loose ball? Diop. So much hustle play from a 7-footer, and missed shot there by Senegal.
I'm not so sure if Senegal has made a 3 so far.
Senegal seems to have been to struggle on the 3-point line.
Yeah, I think they've made no 3s at all in this game.
Nope, they have not, and they are 0 for 13. And a long 3 there, and he gets that to drop. That man, Loboué, gets that 3 to fall. Malcolm Loboué
gives Côte d'Ivoire a 2-point lead.
So many lead changes here, and that's exactly what you need. And Yaya Diop is called for an offensive foul, as he thought he was setting a legal screen, but The ref has
deemed it
the ref
illegal.
thinks otherwise.
The ref has deemed it illegal. Of course, the ref does the final say in a matter of things inside the 4 lines when it comes to the rules. They're the enforcers of the rules.
And even sometimes above the 4, beyond the 4 lines when there's technical issue on the bench.
Absolutely.
And the dribble handoff not quite sticking for Côte d'Ivoire, and they get the open shot. And Koundé gets that to drop. It's now a 4-point lead for Côte d'Ivoire. And they're slowly getting back to the biggest lead of the game, which was 7 early on in the first quarter. And Sambe attempts a 3, and finally that man does wrong after what was a perfect game so far for him. And timeout is called by Senegal's coach, Sir Adjivon.
Yeah, that's not one of his strengths. Sambe shooting the 3 ball. He does everything else so well except for shooting the 3 ball.
He was there by the Ivorian defense as a side, and they know what danger he can cause inside the paint.
Clearly they do believe that he doesn't have that range. And he did prove them right there by shooting an air ball. Maybe he should stick to what he does really best. Attacking the cup just like that. That's him right there.
We'll still have more action after this thrilling game, which we obviously do not want to end, as we've got Cameroon taking on Mali after this here in Pretoria at the FIBA U18 AfroBasket.
Oh, that's going to be another blockbuster. They don't want us to go home today, right?
Nope. For those of you guys watching from the comforts of your home, make sure to catch that game and more games live and also in demand on YouTube on the FIBA channel. Let's see what Senegal can muster up after this timeout called. The ball is Ivory Coast, and it seems like the point guard Chanet is warming up his knee on the sideline, just trying to make sure he's good to come back and play this game.
Yeah, we need him in the game. The game is better with him in the game, not without him.
But his teammates making sure they keep the fire burning here for this team. Senegal into a man defense now. And still Senegal making it very difficult for this Ivorian team to get any shots. And the shot is up! And they get that to drop. Will that be considered a 2 or a 3? And it is a 2.
It looked a bit suspicious. I thought it was a traveling.
I mean, Senegal agrees with you there on the travel and the shot clock violation. This seems beautifully stolen there by Senegal. And that is that complacency you have when you think you've beaten the man, but Shaq Biteye had other plans.
Oh, he picked him on the open floor. Not very good for a point guard to pick on an open floor.
After you've pretty much called for that isolation. And taken to the rack, it does not drop. Is that man, Lombi. He's had a terrible night on the free throw line. He's currently 0 for 4.
Hopefully he can change that. He still has time to change that.
But it's 100% on the 3-point line. 1 for 1. He's picked his shot as best as he can.
Yeah. Guess that counts for something, right?
Yep. And it seems like Ivory Coast will be bringing Chanet back on for Loboe, who's been phenomenal from the 3rd quarter up until now.
No, he held his own, kept the team running, kept the engine running, controlled the game nicely, had a couple of deep threes.
And just kept the engine going. And Lombi misses that. He's going to be upset with himself. This is not how he wants to lead this team, as he's currently 0 for 5 on the free throw line. His team will be looking to him to inspire them with this last free throw. And he hits the front rim, and he misses that 0 for 6, and the woes continue for him. And an emphatic block there but somebody got a piece of him too, as Biteye is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I don't know how he got up that quickly after such a fall. And there's Lombi, the Ivorian captain, not happy with himself. He knows with his free throws alone, his team could be sitting in the lead of double digits right now.
Yep, they're at least these kids.
And he makes the first free throw.
He gets the shooter's roll.
He misses the second free throw, and Lombi there to collect the rebound, and Shane has the ball. It's only a matter of time. And Shane believes he was fouled there, but the referee thinks otherwise. A few words exchanged there between Shane of Côte d'Ivoire and Biteye of Senegal. And Biteye, beautiful fake. He gets fouled by Shane there. And that's going to be his first foul of the game. And timeout called by Coach Hoyo Ramos. He believes he's seen enough.
Yep. Three-point game between Senegal and Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire up 3. Obviously Senegal is going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws by Shike Biteye. He's got 2 free throws after the timeout. 5 minutes, 33 seconds left. As we said it from the beginning, this was going to be a tight game. It's the clash of the Titans, if you may. Two West African teams.
Powerhouses.
2 North powerhouses African team. Absolutely correct, Shine. They are in our shores in South Africa, in the capital, in Pretoria, at the very big University of Pretoria, LC de Villiers Stadium or Arena in Tekis. It doesn't get better than this.
Definitely not. As this country has been dying for more high-level basketball, and here we are able to soak it all in with this FIBA U18 AfroBasket.
Privileged to be here to see these young men, the future stars of the African continent.
And the first free throw good there to make it a 2-point game by Sheikh Biteye, who has been playing really well today.
Yep.
And up to 8 points now.
Cut it down to 2.
He misses the second free throw, and Shane
passes.
And Biteye misses that.
Touch and go.
Rebound picked up there and easily scored to tie the game there by that man Sambe. We have been talking about him non-stop as he has reigned terror on this team with 25 points and 11 rebounds, 12 rebounds, my apologies, to go with his already impactful game with 5 minutes left in this game. Game's tied at 52 apiece. Shane being swarmed there defensively, manages to get the ball out, and a shot clock violation. And you can see the disappointment there by Diomande because he knew he could have shot that ball.
Oh, absolutely. Like I've been saying, the ball gets to kick to the corner 3, rise up and shoot the ball. That's why you're in this team, because you're a guard that can be able to shoot the ball. Hence, you extend all the way to the 3-point line to try and spread the defense. And when they find you, you got to shoot them. Both teams are now going to a zone.
Another 3-pointer there, no good. Ivory Coast picks up the rebound, but you can see And there's a blocking foul called against Senegal there. Much to the disbelief of Coach Adjivon, who thought
I don't know.
that would be
Let's
an
have a look
offensive
at the
foul.
replay. Oh, that looks like a charge.
Dalmeida was set.
That looks like a charge. I thought his feet were set.
And that put Senegal on 4 fouls for the quarter, and they are now in the penalty. Oh, beautiful defense there by Sambe.
Sambe is just a tough kid, you know.
And that is going to be Senegal ball. This is basically Murphy's Law for Ivory Coast over the last 2 minutes. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong.
Yep.
Unforced turnovers on the inbound, and that's just testament to the kind of pressure that Senegal has been putting on them here, despite having gone down early in this 4th quarter. And another block, the beautiful defense. Sambe there to clean it up.
Guess who cleans it up? Sambe.
Codenamed the cleaner. And Origu there with the rebound. And he manages to get the ball out. And there goes the captain, Lombi, unable to finish. But that man right there, Conde of Ivory Coast with the putback dunk. 2-point game. And the referee is asking.
He's thinking about it. He's going to consult to his fellow official. What do you think? Whistle been blown.
But after the whistle is gone, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if another player can challenge the shot that was taken. And you
do
can see
that.
the 2 referees just going over the FIBA rules, which they are experts on.
Absolutely. Review.
He's asked for a review, rightly so.
I mean, I can respect that. I can really respect that. Saying, look, I'm not sure I'm going to go out for a review. It's there for you to use it. Go ahead, use it. I mean, it's a very tight game. It's a 2-point game. And you don't want to be making decisions that are unjust. So make sure that you get the right call. I can really respect that as a coach.
And the review seems to have come to an end. And the 2 points count. This is exactly why you want to make use of such technology, so that nothing escapes the referees. And all parties can be pleased with a fair result.
I mean, it's only fair, Shine. It's only fair that, you judge the game on its merit. You don't make your own decision. You don't prejudge anything. You don't preempt anything. The technology is there for you to use it. Why not?
And Kara Sene misses that free throw in an attempt to tie the game. And the ball comes off Origu's leg. And it's going to remain Senegal ball with 13 seconds left in the shot clock.
Good hustle by Dalmeida.
Biteye with the ball, Chanet's guarding him. Almost turned that ball over. And Chanet comes off with the ball. And he tries to make a run for it. Spin move. Hangs in the air and throws that, but he misses that.
Very smart.
3 minutes, 33 seconds of this game, he's got an opportunity to give his team the lead.
Very smart play. He knew that the trees are there. He just wanted to hang a little bit in the air just to try and draw the foul.
Spin move, and both Sambe and Benge go foul him.
Tough kid. Tough
He's
kid.
all
Theo.
banged up but leaving everything on the court. And he makes a free throw. He's been phenomenal on the free throw line as he's now 4 for 5 and 11 points to go with his 5 assists and his 3 rebounds.
Gives his
And
team
now
a
2
1-point
steals.
lead.
He's stacking up that stat sheet, but more importantly making sure he puts his team in a position to be successful. Just beautiful outlet there by Senegal.
It's getting a bit tense. We're under that 3 minute mark rather.
And Almeida finding Biteye, who looks to have traveled in a dunk there by Mbenge. This is showtime.
That's what we're here for, to see such plays. Great take
Mbenge
there by
making sure he
Côte,
leaves
by
no
Mbenge.
stone unturned there. Doesn't leave anything to chance as this Ivorian team has found their blocking rhythm. And that captain is going to attempt the 3 and he goes, he makes it count. He is 2 for 2 on the 3-point line. Ladies and gentlemen, Lombi. He may have missed a couple of free throws here, but he knows when it counts the most and he makes sure those 3s drop to give his team a 2-point advantage. And some substitutions here. Sene makes way for Thiam, the Senegalese prospect. Enjoyed the South African weather a few weeks ago at the Basketball Without Borders in Johannesburg, but now is in Pretoria under a different assignment.
And he has to deliver for his team.
And Almeida with the ball, wide open for Biteye, who wants to beautiful dish there. Sambe just so clinical. Everything he does on the court bears dividends.
Great execution there by Senegal. Back to the man-to-man defense.
And Ivory Coast still has the
Theo.
patience. And another foul there as Mbenge not happy that they called that a foul. It would be his 3rd foul of the game.
That's a smart play by Theo.
And I mean, he knows that the trees are there, the towers are there protecting the rim. All ministers of defense for Senegal are there.
He just hang a little second more just to
Absorb the contact.
Yep.
And he does good on the free throw. And Senegal up by 1 now.
You mean Côte d'Ivoire that is up by 1?
Côte d'Ivoire that is up by 1 now. Late in the game here with 2 minutes left. And he makes a second free throw too. Côte d'Ivoire up by 2. And Senegal not taking the foot off the gas as they come back here with Biteye. Biteye always looking to go down on that side. And the fast break pass to Thiam, who will attempt to dunk, but he gets blocked and lands. A hard fall there for him. And the referees will be deliberating to see if they call that an unsportsman foul.
Did he make the dunk though?
I think that is going to be left for review there. But he gets up. And the crowd cheers for him. He is one tough cookie. Bang after bang, but he's still able
It's
to
just a
get up
normal
and they
foul.
call it a normal foul.
I think if he stayed a second too long on the floor, he would have just maybe.
What a tough cookie.
He's got a smile right there.
And the referee. And they're going to review that to see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. And rightly so. And both coaches get a timeout.
1 minute 56 seconds to go. 2-point game. Côte d'Ivoire are up by 2. Guess who's gonna go shoot 2 free throws if it becomes a normal foul? If it becomes an unsportsmanlike foul,
2 free throws and possession.
Yep.
What a luxury this late in the game.
And who do you want to win the free throw line except number 14 from Côte d'Ivoire?
Shane, he's had quite an impressive game today on the free throw line. 6 for 8, but I'm sure he's going to be looking at himself to make that 8 for 10.
Surely he's leading them in scoring right now.
He's got 13 points, leading all scorers, but I mean, a few Ivorian players in double digits we've got Chanel, the captain Lombi with 12 points, Lobue with 10, as well as Caleb Origo with 10 as well.
He's been a true general on the floor today.
And on the Senegalese side, only one player in double digits. It is none other than that man, Hussein Sambe, with 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
25 piece. Wow.
That is an impressive stat line. It seems as though the referees
have considered that is a normal foul.
And they're saying that it is a normal foul after review. And they cannot exactly fight that.
No.
They've made it as fair as possible.
Absolutely.
After much deliberation.
Absolutely. 2-point game. You don't want to be a referee that decides the game. Let the players decide the game.
And the foul went on number 8. Thiam of Senegal. And he misses that first free throw.
Must have been a hard fall.
He is not too impressed with himself. And he scores the second free throw, giving his team a 3-point lead with a minute 56. And you can see just the pace Senegal tries to bring the ball up here. But Côte d'Ivoire sets on defense. Dalmeida with the 3, and he gets that to drop. Woo! That man there, Tidiane Dalmeida.
Are you not entertained? Because
I mean,
I am.
Everything in this game, everything in basketball we're having in this game. So many ties and lead changes. And Chanel loses the ball, and it is Biteye who scores that to give his team a 2-point lead. And Chanel not happy with himself. And Lombi kicks out. Lombi with the ball. And Origo with a flush.
Great ball movement by Côte d'Ivoire.
Patience, even when they had let go of a few open shots. And that is a travel against Senegal's Thiam.
Oh, that is a very costly turnover right there.
And Thiam has had a very quiet game.
Yep.
Just 4 points here. And 4 personal fouls, which has kept him
that is not a good stat.
And knowing how much his team needs him. Good use of the footwork there. But unable to get that as Biteye gets that to fall. And timeout called there by Coach Hoyo Ramos as he's seen enough. And you can see Senegal there very happy with the defense they've played late here in this 4th quarter to give themselves a 2-point lead. The Senegalese flag is waving high and loud in this arena. Look at that beautiful play there. 1-2 unselfish play ended with a slam by Origo.
Great defense there.
Senegal just, their ability to get out in transition is unmatched.
Oh no, it's absolutely unmatched. They just fly, man. They fill the lane so hard. Transition offense is smooth. They know what to do as soon as they get out. They just run hard. I mean, some of these Senegalese kids are just pure athletes. And it shows especially on the transition offense.
Look at that flag flying high as the Senegalese fans love what the team is showing them here late in the 4th quarter. And for those of you that want to rewatch the highlights or rewatch all the games, they are live and also on demand on the YouTube page, on the YouTube channel, the FIBA YouTube channel that is. Keep up to date with all the news, the stats, the scores on FIBA.basketball. And it is going to be Ivory Coast ball. Surprisingly there, Coach Ramos chose not to advance the ball. As Chanel goes to the bench, it seems as though he's getting some medical attention, or he's not getting some medical attention. And Lobue, who's done
He's
well.
not going to be there for long.
Lobue, who's done well, is here to relieve the pressure off of him.
I'm not so sure that's a smart move by Coach Ramos.
And sloppy play there. And it is Lobue who comes off with the ball, and they call a jump ball. It's going to be Senegal ball.
Yep.
Coach Ramos in disbelief, saying that it was a foul. It's going to be a battle between these two teams, even the fans in the stands. Both flags being flown really high and proud. And you can see the tussle for the ball. And Sheikh Biteye. And is that going to be called a foul?
It is a foul.
Yep. A foul against Lobue.
He's shooting 2.
And a smart foul at that, because there are 18 seconds left and Senegal was going to use that to run the clock. And he had a few fouls to give, because that's only his second foul of the game.
And he makes
pressure
this,
on Biteye.
Makes the first one. It's still a one-position game at this point in time. You know, he makes the second one, it's a 2-position game. So, you're right, it was a good foul. He makes the second one, it's a 2-position game. Do you call a timeout? Coach Ramos,
I think they might be out of timeouts. Coach Ramos might be out of timeouts.
I don't know if it was a good idea to take out Theo.
And the long 3, no good. Samba picks up the rebound, and Senegal will push this ball. And then alley-oop dump that gets blocked, but they are there to clean it up. That man Biteye gets into double digits, and surely, ladies and gentlemen, that seals it for this beautiful encounter. 69-63 to Senegal against Côte d'Ivoire as they get their first win. Ivory, Côte d'Ivoire.
I don't know, Shane. I think especially in that last minute or last 50 odd seconds or so, I only have taken the guy that has carried us the whole game to get us where we are, and then take him out and put.
He needed some medical attention too, and ultimately it did not pay dividends. But what a game we're treated to here. Very good encounter between the two.
Very entertaining game. Great win by Senegal.
And that is it for this game, but we have another thrilling Group A encounter between Mali and Cameroon, both teams who have won, and will be looking to continue that winning streak in this tournament.